Gibson and Carlton Fisk, of course, had those home runs. Ozzie Smith had the pebble, and Willie Mays had the catch. They're moments that define a career. And you'll soon see that Derek Jeter's dive last night was just one piece of an already amazing career.
Number 10, Game 1 of the '96 ALCS against Baltimore. Rookie Derek Jeter hit a fly ball that looked catchable for Tony Tarasco, but out of nowhere came 12-year-old Yankee fan Jeffrey Mayer, turning a sure out into a home run. Number 9, Game 7 of the 2001 World Series. Jeter makes an incredible catch and relay throw to cut down Danny Batista at third. The capper occurred one inning later as Jeter singled and scored the tying run. We stick with Fall Classic at number 8. Derek Jeter led off Game 4 of the 2000 World Series against the Mets by hitting a home run on the first pitch from Bobby Jones. The Yankees would go on to take the series 4-1. Number 7, another offensive highlight in the shortstop's career. Jeter crushed a 2-run homer in the first inning of Game 5 of the '99 ALCS. The Yankees on their way to another AL title over the Red Sox. Number 6, Game 1 of the 2001 ALDS against the A's. Jeter made a tumbling catch into the stands, flipping and landing on his back, appropriately dubbed the miracle catch in the stands. Number 5 came on September 9, 1998. Jeter hit 2 home runs off Tim Wakefield in a win over Boston that helped the Yankees clinch the AL East. At the time, it was the second earliest clinching in the 29-year history of divisional play. Number 4, the 2000 season, in which Jeter became the only player to be named MVP of the All-Star Game and World Series in the same season. In the Summer Classic, Jeter went 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs. We flash back to Thursday night for number 3. Jeter going all out on the Trot Nixon blooper. The Yankees captain made the catch, diving headfirst into the third base stands, and walks off bloody.
Oh, what a play by Derek Jeter!
Number 2. Forget Mr. October, Derek Jeter's Mr. November. In Game 4 of the 2001 World Series, Jeter earned the nickname with the first ever Major League home run in November, a 10th-inning, game-winning jack that tied the series against the D-backs at 2 apiece. And at number 1, arguably one of the greatest defensive plays ever, the flip against the A's.
Derek Jeter with one of the most unbelievable plays you will ever see by a shortstop.
The old hammer and nail rivalry scripted another dramatic chapter Thursday in the Bronx.
Yeah, the nail never does win, does it? Red Sox say they don't believe in curses, but a lot of strange things keep happening in this rivalry. Yanks going for the 3-game sweep of the Red Sox. Pedro trying to stop the bleeding. Bottom 1, he drills Gary Sheffield. Pedro was upset because Sheffield had called time while Pedro was in the middle of his windup. Bottom 5.
Anytime he wants to.
Jorge Posada taking Pedro where he didn't want to go. Into the upper deck. 2-run shot, his 10th, 3-0 Yanks. Later on, Kenny Lofton into foul territory. Look at Pokey Reese going all out and into the stands.
Nomar's not making that catch.
Nomar did not play. They gave him the night off to rest that Achilles. And that would be a sign of things to come Thursday night in the Bronx. Top of the 6th, it's Manny time. Manny Ramirez. 2-run home run, his 21st. Sox on the board, they're down 3-2. It's now 3-3 in the bottom of the 9th. Bases loaded, 1 out for Ruben Sierra. But Keith Folk goes up the ladder, and the Red Sox get out of the inning. Top 11, bases loaded for Kevin Millar. Nobody out. There's 1 out. There's 2 outs. It's a double play, but Alex Rodriguez thinks it's a triple play.
Well, he's new to that position.
He's not new to baseball. When he stepped on the bag at third, that forced Manny Ramirez, who was coming from second, so he didn't need to tag him. So it's a double play.
Love the enthusiasm.
We play on. Top 12, Trot Nixon.
He loops that to left.
Behind third, and here comes Derek Jeter and into the stands.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, Derek Jeter has made a number of tremendous plays in his career, but that has got to be the best, and I would say the bravest.
The number 1, definitely.
Had to leave the game with cuts and bruises to his cheek and his chin, also hurt his shoulder, taken to the hospital, x-rays negative, says he'll play on Friday. And then in the bottom of the 12th, the Yanks have the bases loaded and 1 out. But Bubba Crosby grounds the Pokey Reese. They get the force at home. Well, we play on. Curtis Leskanic gets Bernie Williams, and the Red Sox out of the jam. So the Yanks, with Jeter out, they move A-Rod to short, and Gary Sheffield comes in to play third for the first time since '93. Top of the 13th, it's Manny Ramirez again.
You almost feel sorry for the ball.
22nd home run of the year, tops in the American League. Boston takes a 4-3 lead. Later in the inning, Cesar Crespo grounds to second. A-Rod, just like old times, turning two. We head to the bottom of the 13th. Miguel Cairo with a man on. That is going to find the gap. Ruben Sierra is going to score all the way from first. And the Yankees tied at 4 on a 2-out, 2-strike double from Miguel Cairo. Tensions high on both sides. Here's Michael Kay with the call.
That one's drilled deep to left field. The Yankees will win the game. The Yankees win the game. The Yankees win the game. That's one of the greatest games you will ever see. The Yankees win.
And it was former Red Sox John Flaherty with the pinch hit single to win the game for the Yanks as they score 2 in the bottom of the 13th to win it 5-4. Yanks finish off the sweep, now lead the AL East by 8.5 games. Red Sox trail the A's by 2 games in the wild card. After an emotionally exhausting 3 games, the Yanks have to gear up for the Subway Series starting Friday. And no matter what the Red Sox do, the Yanks still have their number, thanks in part to Derek Jeter.
He went in so hard. I mean, it was right there, the collision, that you think the guy's going to be dead when he comes out. And he still finds a way to stand up, and he's bruised everywhere. He's just the greatest competitor I've ever played with or against.
The players who come with big price tags and supposedly big egos are all on their hands and knees trying to win a ball game, and that speaks volumes for the kind of heart that they have here.
That's the greatest game I've ever watched, played, or been in a ballpark. It was an unbelievable war, and I couldn't be more proud of our troops.
So the Yankees come from behind in all 3 games of their sweep of the Red Sox. Not surprising, considering they lead the majors in come-from-behind victories. Last year, the Yankees had 37 come-from-behind wins the entire season. They already have 31 this year, and we're not even at the All-Star break yet.